Hello, my name is Charlie. Nice to meet you today. I'm here to educate you about my favorite company in the entire world. And you may be thinking like, this guy is going to educate me, this guy in his white t-shirt and his jeans. He doesn't look credible in the slightest. And to that I say, you're wrong. Respectfully, you're wrong. Because I got this entire fit from none other than Walmart, Wally World, dripped down from head to toe in Wally World. And so that makes me the most credible person possible for this particular presentation, which brings me to my first slide. Walmart. You've probably heard of it. You've probably been there before. I've been there before. See, you're just like me. And it's an amazing store. Every time I visit it, pure euphoria. That's why it's my favorite company. Let's move on here. Walmart continued. Walmart is a giant American multinational retail corporation with numerous operational hypermarkets, departmental, and grocery stores. Some big words coming in there. Let's zoom in here on the word hypermarkets, okay? Because that's what Walmart is. Walmart is hyper, it's crazy. You can walk into Walmart with nothing and walk out with a basket filled with apples, body wash, Nintendo Switches, and a new set of tires for your Lambo. You know, not a whole lot of stores can say the same. And so we're going to talk about today the history, the background, Walmart's past. And then we're going to move on and we're going to look at a SWOT analysis that analyzes the present situation of the company, the present state. And then finally, we're going to move into my recommendations on how to fix all of their problems, which may give us a glimpse into the future of the company. Next slide. Sam Walton. This guy right here, founder of the company, did it with the consumer in mind, trying to provide affordable prices daily to his most valued customers. Save money, live better. You know, it doesn't get much better than that. I'll say it. I'll be the one to say it. Founded the company in 1962. His main goal was to provide cost-effective merchandise to consumers in rural areas, you know, small towns, small communities where discounted prices may not be available all the time. And I actually saw this firsthand in my small town that I grew up in. We had a grocery store and it got expensive, you know, because they have to make money and there's not a lot of business coming in, and so the products there are going to be more expensive, and they're the only one, so everyone has to go to them, until a Walmart showed up in the town 20 minutes away from ours, and it was actually just as expensive to drive all the way there, get your groceries, and drive all the way back. So a lot of people started doing that. He did not found it in Bentonville, Arkansas, but that is where the headquarters is, likely for tax purposes. Also, fun fact here, Arkansas is the cheapest state. If you were to get $100 and spend it in every state, then you would get the most for your money in Arkansas. Little anecdote. SWOT analysis. If you didn't know, it's an acronym for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. We got a little big P, little P action if you remember that from biology. So let's start here with these 4 squares of the SWOT matrix. Let's get red-pilled and look at the strengths here. Operational efficiency, number 1. And that's a big one. That is a big one for Walmart. Their supply chain management is unmatched by the competition, and it shows in their market dominance. Let's take a look at this graph here on the side. Walmart's market share is just so much larger than its competitors, and it's for a reason. And that reason is technological innovation. You know, and they're not motivated by sustainability or anything good. They're motivated by money, and money is time in the same way that time is money. And so they keep innovating and providing new technology to make their processes faster and faster and more efficient, raking in more and more cash. So now let's look at some of their weaknesses. Labor issues. There's been some disputes in the past about wages, about benefits, and not acknowledging employee satisfaction can really adversely affect a company if you don't watch out for it. Number 2, e-commerce challenges. And that is one that I'm particularly salty about because let's face it, like Walmart's good at retail. They're good at physical, in-person stores. That's where they shine. But business is moving online as we go further and further into the 21st century. Right? The century thing confuses me. The 0 century being the first century. Okay, I diverge. I'm just going to take a second, take a breather here. Okay. E-commerce challenges. Yeah, what I was getting into was if I was to ask you to list online businesses, online retailers, it's a long list before you would say Walmart, Amazon, eBay. I would say Wish.com before I said Walmart, and that's a big issue. That's a big weakness. So number 3, environmental concerns. Yeah, and we got sustainability practices and all that, but really let's look at the economic environment because like the example I used earlier, my small town, that grocery store that was in my town no longer exists. Walmart put them out of business, and how that affects the economy long term, we don't know yet, but I guess we're going to find out in a couple years, and I don't know if it's going to be good. Opportunities and threats. These are both kind of hypothetical things, like haven't really happened yet, but like are on the verge. High demand for products and services. And that's true. And that's really based around convenience. It's based around low prices. And who wouldn't want that? You know what I mean? Target customer base and loyalty. Again, targeting people that don't want to spend a lot of money. I don't make a lot of money. I go to Walmart every week. And I'm not loyal necessarily to the company name, but I'm loyal to low prices and convenience. And so I keep coming back just like all these other customers. Media coverage and social media presence. And then you may be asking, why is this here and is also a threat? It's because those two, you just never know. Walmart's kind of in the middle right now. Social media is a force to be reckoned with, and it can be used to really push sales, elevate your business, or it can be used as a destructive force and just come in and knock down everything that our boy Sam Walton stood for and built with his time, effort, sweat, and blood. Where are we at? Yeah, we're moving on to threats. We're going to talk about number 1 here, current and emergent competitors. And the one I really wanted to talk about was HEB. I've been driving past HEB the past couple months. The parking lot is full to the brim every single time I've been there. And this was taken at the beginning of 2022, I believe. So HEB doesn't exactly have the same customer target base as Walmart does, but they're definitely going to take a portion of their business because I'm telling you, the parking lots are crazy in there. We did number 2. Number 3, I really can't read that far sometimes. Customer dissatisfaction. That's just a threat with any business, really. I mean, when it comes down to it, damaged products, bad customer service, you just always got to be on your toes. My recommendations. First one is increase e-commerce competitiveness. Because I'm not saying they need to become the next Amazon. I'm not saying that they need to, shift their focus to online. What they strive for is being the biggest retail monster out there, and they're good at that. But it is moving online, and this is my biggest recommendation. That's why it's in bold, is because they need to focus on it just a little bit more. Not too much. I'm not saying they need to be Zuckerberg with the metaverse, but at least a little bit, Your focus needs more focus. Karate Kid, the new one, not the old one. I think the new one's better. I don't know if that's a hot take or not. One of my smaller ones is proactive reputation management. Because there's really nothing that you can go wrong with here. Just total positives, no negatives. Let's talk about sustainability. Let's get some more innovative infrastructure within the business. good press, and it's good for the earth. It's good for the communities that Walmarts are in. It's good for small towns like he was targeting, but also big cities. You know, it can make big impacts. And I think that the best way to proactively manage your reputation is through sustainability and social responsibility, especially a business of this size. And let's take a look here at the last one, diversify and localize offerings. What I mean by that is, well, let me use this example. McDonald's serves spaghetti in the Philippines because that's what the people want. You know what I mean? That's what I want here. There's just not enough of me, I guess. But if I went into a McDonald's and I was like, wow, I can get spaghetti and pizza here, that's crazy, I'm gonna get it. That's what I wanna see from Walmart. I've been into a bunch of Walmarts, and you could say that I'm biased because they've only been in the US, but I've been in multiple states and been in the Walmarts, and they're all the exact same thing. And I think that having that base product, I got distracted by a sound. Having that base level of product is very important, that customers can come in and expect to get a certain product. But I also think having that diversity, having that localized taste in mind could really make Walmarts more interesting and fun to go in. Because sometimes I just go into Walmarts for fun. I don't even necessarily need to buy something. I just want to go walk around. You know, I want to go see what's in there. And if they had more interesting things, it would just drive feet in the door. It would drive business. Next slide. Well, actually, I think that's it. I think I'm about done. All good things come to an end. Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives. So with that, let's do my final slide here. Thanos. But yeah, basically, today we went over the past, present, and future of Walmart. And I would like to leave you with this closing statement. In an ever-changing retail world, Walmart's ability to adapt, innovate, and react to consumer requirements and preferences will determine its success and survival as a retail powerhouse. Thank you. Wait. Here's my references if you were interested. Thank you.